Hey guys, welcome back to Microsoft Original, and today is another exciting edition of this video editor app we are developing in Flutter. Okay, so from our metrics we can see that most of our viewers have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet. So please do want to subscribe to our YouTube channel if this is your first time watching, or if you are watching already but you've yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm very sorry for my condition. I'm very sick, but I have to provide you guys something. That is the reason why I am coming online live, for you to get something to learn. All right, so from our previous video, from our part 4 video, we saw how we could add up the project screen where we can add projects and all that. And that was quite amazing. In today's video, we're going to land up, because my condition is not good, I'm just going to make sure to fix the aspect ratio. Then we build the logins, we build the loading screen in this particular video. So with no further ado, let's hop right into the lesson. So this was what we created previously, and as you can see here, we have this new project. Click on that, it returns you this. We added an aspect ratio and we added a container and all that, right? So let's fix this. What we're going to do actually is just to come down here. Now you can see we are returning a row and we have a padding as a children inside here. So what I'm actually going to do is just to get rid of most of the padding, except only one padding. I'm just gonna cut this padding from there. This row, okay, so let's undo that. Make sure you have the padding inside the row. Let's change this row to a wrap, right? We're just gonna wrap it instead. So let's save that. And what the wrap does is when you have more than two more than two paddings in this, or a container in this, is actually not gonna give you that widget inspect, right? But now we have to wrap the whole thing with a single child scroll view, right? All right, then, so let's come up here. So with this expanded widget, we just have to wrap this whole expanded widget with a single child scroll view. Perfect. I'm very sorry guys, my condition is very bad, so I have to make sure I am okay. All right, so let's add the expanded widget, the single child scroll view widget, to the container instead. All right, okay, so there you go. The problem is being fixed. So now we can actually move forward up and down to see our aspect ratios. Perfect. So once we are done with that, we can then go ahead and then with the padding here, we're just gonna delete all the paddings, right? So with the padding, let's just delete all the paddings except one padding, and that is actually going to be this single padding, right guys? Okay, good. So with this padding, with this container, I can go ahead. Okay, so I have this on pressed. Let me just remove this. You will not be having this inside your project, so let me just remove everything from here. You get to that section as well. So within this container here, that is the width and then the height. Okay, let's come here. That is from the wrap, right? Okay, so that is from the padding. So with the padding, I'm just going to use 18, but I'm just going to change from the all to symmetric, and I'm just going to specify the horizontal instead. Okay, that looks much more interesting. Perfect. Now what I'm actually going to do is with the inside the box decoration, I'm just going to say I can use shape, right, or box shadow. Now box shadow sorry, box shadow also contains box shadow, and just have to specify the color, and I'm just going to say colors dot white. Oh, come on, you have to be kidding me. All right, let's see, we're just gonna add a box shadow. All right, so what we're actually going to do is inside the decoration we just have to add a box shadow. Sorry guys, my condition is very severe. So I'm just going to add a box shadow in here, and inside the box shadow I'm just going to return a color, and I'm just going to say colors dot white, just like that, as a box shadow. And after this color I would like to set the blur radius. Okay, so with a blur radius I'm just going to use 25.0, and we have something called a spread radius. With a spread radius also I'm just going to use 5.0, and also we have an offset, and you can add offsets to this as well. So let me just reformat this so that you can see very clearly. Good, let's just fix this constant. Okay, now we have something called the offset. The offset is actually going to be an offset widget, and this offset widget I'll just set it to 15.0, and this is going to be 15.0. all right, so that is what I'm actually talking about. The first one is going to be the horizontal or moving to right, and then the second one is actually going to be the vertical, right? So I'm just gonna reformat this. Okay, so let me just put this guys here so I can reformat to see what I'm doing clearly. Perfect. All right, so now you see the box shadow is very high. So let me just quickly take the offset from there. Let's see how it's actually going to be. Okay, so I'd like to use let's use one for the spread. Blur radius, let's use one. Let's see what happens. All right, okay, let me just get rid of the box shadow for now. I'll get to know how to go about this, right? All right, don't worry, we will fix this. It's not a big deal at all. I want to give it out a very beautiful outlook, which will be quite interesting, right? So let me try to wrap this up with a container widget again, and I would like to set let me just clear the box shadow. I would like to set the color. I'll just add up the decoration itself, the whole decoration in here, and I'll just set that the back color to white. Okay, all right, so I have this color here. So that is the first color. Let me see this. Then I have this here. So this actually not working, right? All right, so I have to specify the width and the height of my container up here, and let me just reciprocate the colors back. Let's see something. Okay. All right. The easiest way to do this, the most easiest way to do this is just to remove this container. Sorry guys, as I said, I don't really love to practice somewhere then I come and demonstrate for you to know. It's not a good habit of learning, right? So we have to solve everything on ourselves with together. So what I'm actually going to do right here right now is just to remove this container from here. So I'll just, with this container, I'm just going to remove the container and I'll return a circular avatar, right? Just a circular avatar. And inside this circular avatar, it has a border radius. It has a radius. I'm just going to set the radius to 30. Okay, so this is actually going to turn to a perfect. Now I can set this to 50 so I can get it very big. Excellent job done. Perfect. Now I can go ahead and then set the color, background color, to colors.black. But this time I'm just going to use this black color. Perfect. That looks much more interesting. So I'll just try out to add up the const to this, so everything is fixed. Perfect. And now the child is just going to be a column, and this column is actually going to contain a children. And if I'm adding column to this, I just have to remove this const, then I add a const to this. Perfect. Now inside this column, I'm just going to return two things. First one is going to be an icon, and I'm going to say icons.play airplay rounded. And when I save this, you see the airplay rounded in there. Perfect. And also I would like to add a text, and this text is actually going to be maybe 16 by 9, just like that. And that will make it much interesting. Now let's try to center this column. So I'm just going to say main axis, going to be main axis.center, and that is perfect. That is a very perfect job done. So what we're actually going to do right here is, now with this circular avatar, I'm just going to wrap up with a new widget, which is going to be a circular avatar as well. Now we will set this radius to 55. Perfect. Now there will be an outline here. See guys? Good. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'll just set the background color to colors.white. Let's see what happens. Why is this thing not working? I don't know, because I tried it for the first time and it was quite not responding, right? Okay, let's see something from here. Let's say colors.black. Oh, come on. Wow, I don't really know the reason why this is actually not working. I don't really know. Let's see something. I think I have to get this. No, that is not what I needed. Wow, guys, most of the times you have to face these challenges all together with you guys. I have to face these challenges all together with you guys. I have tried to add up, I have tried to add up a background color which is white, and also a radius of this, and this also have its own background color, but I don't know the reason why the radius is quite not working. I don't really know. All right, we'll figure that out, don't worry. So let's just remove this widget for now. Then we have our nice widget right here, right? All right, I can, let's see what happens if I wrap this up with a card. What will happen? I don't know. Let's try that out. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that means I think the colors have some issue with what I'm doing. So I have to, I have to just remain the circular avatar, just like this, and I have to wrap this with an inkwell as well, so that you can see if I press on this. Okay, so now when I click on this, see I am clicking on something, right? Okay, now we can go ahead and add many of this as we can, right? So I'm just gonna go to the padding here, copy all I have inside the padding, then I just paste it about 5 times. So there you go, I have this aspect ratio right here. And looking at their aspect ratio, I can see they have 9 by 16 by 16 by 9, and also 9 by 16. So you just have to go by that way. Okay, and after the 16 by 9, they have 1 by 1. Perfect. And they have 4 by 3. Perfect. And I think they have 3 by 4. So I'm just gonna paste it again. They have 3 by 4, 5 by 4 by 5, and last one here. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna go by the last one, right? Is this thing okay? The last one is actually going to be I don't know why they do this, 2.35 comma 1 column 1. Yes, something like this. That is what they did. And this is 4 by 5, so this is actually going to be 5, this is going to be 4. And then they have the 3 by 4, so this is actually going to be 3, this is actually going to be 4. All right, so let's save this, and we will be getting them right here, just like that. You see? Good. So this makes it much more interesting. Oh, come on. Okay guys, so that is what I have here. So I believe the issue is being resolved, but when you click on this, you see we have this right here. So let's just fix that as well. Let's see what we have here. With this, I would like to wrap everything up here. Let's see something here. Okay, so that can be possible. So we will be fixing that on our next video. I think I'm not feeling well, so I'm not gonna do this video very long. So whilst we have this, I think create project is done. So quickly, let's create our loading screen. So I'm just gonna say new file, that file. I'm just gonna say splash screen dot dart, and that this is gonna be stateless widget. I'm just gonna say loading screen, and I'm actually gonna import Flutter material package. So this is actually going to return a scaffold, but wait a minute, let me just quickly show you something here. From our flutter.dev here, from our pub.dev here, we can get a package which will actually help us to do this splash screen very easily. So just go to pub.dev, search for splash screen. So this splash screen is quite there. Just look at the documentation. It has some sort of image, title, welcome, background color, and a little thing they have here. So I think this splash screen with this splash screen package is quite good. So I'm just gonna copy that, and I'll just go inside my project here, go to my pubspec YAML, and after this font awesome, I'll just paste this right here, and I'll just pop get this. Then I return back to my splash screen package. Then let's go to the readme. Now from here, I just need this guy here, just this guy. You can go ahead and then, you know, do a much customization to this, but I really want to do only this, right? I just need this, so I'll just copy this. Then I'll just come here. So from the splash screen here, I'll just return this, right? And I don't really love the new keyword because I don't really love that. So let's just import the splash screen and everything. So this is going to be the screen. It's going to open up. So we're just going to open up our main screen. Is it going to be our main screen? It's going to be our main screen, but I don't know the name I gave to this. That is the main page. So I'm just going to go back here. Just going to say main page, just like that. And I'm just going to remove the new keywords here. And I'm just going to return a const here. Sorry guys. So now it's going to delay for 14 seconds. You can, you know, choose any seconds you want to use, right? All right, so now the background color, I'm actually going to use the base color I normally use. So that is going to be this color, right? I'm just going to use this color, or I can even decide to use you know, this color. So let me just go to the create project, and inside the create project, no, that is the create screen. So from the create screen, I think I need an I want to see the colors here. This new project, all right, I think I want to choose okay, I need the list of colors, right? Okay, so it's inside the widget. That is the create project widget. This color is what I need, right? I want every color to be like that same color. So from our splash screen, the background color, I'm just gonna put this right here. Perfect. All right, so just like this, and you will be going. So I'm just gonna return that to be white. That is the loading color. And now one more thing, I'll just go to my browser, search for King Master logo PNG, right? So just like that, just gonna go to the images. Then I just click on this image to see if I can get a transparency of this. So there is no transparency. Let's see if we can get a transparency of any of these. Yeah, I think this is quite interesting, right? So I'm just gonna copy this image and just come here inside my assets. I'm just gonna paste it right here. There you go. So I have this image right here. So I'm just going to copy that path, which is this path. Then I go to the splash screen, and inside here I'm just going to paste it right in here, just like that. So now I'll just go to my main.dart then I return the splash screen instead. Just remove the const, save everything, and yeah, you're good to go. So I just have to hard reload this, right? So I'm just gonna hard reload this. So what is the problem here? Cannot run with null safety because the following dependency doesn't support null safety. All right, so we have to do one more thing to fix this issue. We have to go back to the PubSpec YAML. This splash screen doesn't support null safety, so we just have to go up here, and from the version 16, we just have to okay, from the 16 we just have to set it to 7. Sorry, I have to end this video now. So setting up to 7, you know, running the pub.get, you know, you're gonna get errors in all of in all of your projects because you have to you know, fix them, right? So I'm just gonna fix them by removing, you know, most of them, and which of course I don't really love this at all. So I just have to remove these guys. That is the reason why I always say I love to learn with you guys, because I can do this right away before I come, but I want you to know how to solve your challenges, how to solve your problems when you are coding. It is very important to know this because if you want to be a developer, you have to pass through some trials. It's not that you want to get everything perfect before you go. No, try to, you know, do the dirty jobs. Try to do the, you know, the dirty jobs before you can do a clean job. And this is actually going to help you to know how to troubleshoot some problems and all that, right? Sorry guys. All right, so this makes it much more interesting, and I am done. So I'm just going to go to file, save all, and that is actually going to save everything for me. So what do you have here? Okay, so I'm just gonna hard reload this and see. Okay, so let's go to their site and let's see what they are trying to tell us here. It is running, so we can just say Flutter run dash no null safety sound blah. Let's copy this. If you are using Android Studio, then you can do this. Let's come here, go to the edit config, and from the main.dart, I think this guy, additional Flutter attach, Flutter run, and all that. So I think so here, just paste this here, apply that, click on OK. So let's hard reload again. I think let's stop this instead, then let's start it up again. It should be able to work, right? It should be able to work because you know, adding this to your file means you are getting rid of the null safety. So it's actually not gonna, you know, throw the errors again, and also it's not gonna be referring to you always to just run it like Flutter run dash no dash sound dash null dash safety. It's not gonna do that, right? So this is actually gonna help you to construct everything you wanna, you know, construct. All right, good. That makes it much more interesting. Okay, now I believe you can see the app is, you know, successfully running, and I really love it. So let's